Hey guys, this is Ty from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between. In this video, I will be sharing with you guys 7 ways to balance being overwhelmed. Notice I use the word balance because I feel that we can totally never get rid of, having moments in our life where we feel overwhelmed or we're just in a busy season or walk in life. So you have to learn ways where you can balance the noise, okay? So I'm going to share with you guys 7 tips that I use personally that help me kind of bring a little bit of serenity to my busy life. So number 1 is accept the fact that you cannot do it all. That's right. You can't do it all. I know sometimes, especially as women, we are trying to be super mom, super wife, super woman to everybody, but you have to realize that, hey, it's only one of you and you cannot be all things to everyone at all times. So once you accept the fact that it's okay to say, you know what? Hey, I throw up my hands. I won't be able to do it all. You have to be able to rest in that and know that it's okay that you can't do it all. The second tip is to delegate. This is so important. This is something that I have been incorporating in my life, my family life, my business over the past couple of years, and I must say that it is life-changing. Delegate those certain tasks or certain duties that maybe you have to do on an ongoing basis. Give it to someone else to be able to alleviate some time from you having to do it. So you may want to hire someone to come and clean your home. I've had to do that in the past. There was a time and season in our life, especially after having children, when I would come home from the hospital and after caring for babies in the middle of the night and things like that and not getting a lot of sleep, I had to delegate the task of having someone else come into my home to clean. And you know what, guys? It made me feel a little bit more balanced. So delegate. If you have older children, even smaller children, create them a chore list. I grew up in a household where my mother would leave lists all over the house for all of us to be able to help. We had to help wash clothes. We had to help fold laundry. We had to clean the kitchen. We had to clean the bathrooms. Delegate. Delegation is not a bad thing. Take some things off of your plate and see who else can do it. Now they have wonderful websites that you can go to where you can hire personal virtual assistants. That's right, guys, personal virtual assistants. So if you're looking for someone to help you in your business, maybe you have a small business or a large business, and maybe you're looking for someone to do social media or send out emails, you can hire people. There's a website called upwork.com where you can go on there and you can put in certain requests for people to handle different tasks in your business. The third step is have me time. That is so important. You guys, there are times where my day was just so full of running around, running the kids from this place to that place, cooking dinner, paying the bills, going grocery shopping, handling the business tasks and things like that, responding to emails, that at the end of the day, your girl was just plain out tired, right? So there are times where I go and seclude myself in my room. I take a cup of tea and a nice book, and I sit down and I just have me time, quiet time. I don't feel guilty whatsoever. There are times where my little children will come knocking on the door wanting to come in. Hey, mommy, I want to spend time with you. Although they spent all day with me, but I have to also train them and teach them that, no, this is mommy time right now. When mommy's finished, I'll let you know. And sometimes it makes my heart just a little weepy, a little sad when I see their cute little faces walking out of the room. But I had to be conscious of that. I had to be conscious of the fact that I need downtime for myself. Sometimes that just means me going upstairs, closing the door, lighting a candle, reading a book, drinking a cup of tea. And sometimes it means going out with some girlfriends or just going out shopping by myself. So find out what you can do to incorporate me time in your schedule. That's very, very, very important. Number 4 is set up a schedule. Yes, this will help you with not feeling so overwhelmed at times. I find that a lot of times the reason why we feel overwhelmed is because we really don't have a plan. We really don't have some type of schedule. So our minds are going a mile a minute. We're like, okay, what should I do next? Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh man, I forgot. I got to go pick up the clothes from the cleaners. I got to do this. Well, if you just sit down every single day, usually in the morning, I'll grab a sheet of paper or things like that, if I don't do it the night before, and just write out some quick to-dos that I must get accomplished on today. And just simply following a schedule, following a task, following a plan helps bring a little balance to my already busy schedule. I will be sharing with you guys in a future video on how I schedule my week as well as my cleaning schedule. So hopefully I'll be able to share some ideas that maybe you can incorporate in your homes. Number 5, which is so important, think of that one thing that must be done at all times or you're going to pretty much lose your mind. Okay, so for some people it may be, I have to go and get a pedicure. If I don't get a pedicure, I really just don't feel right. Or I have to go get my hair done. Or I have to do the laundry. If I see a whole bunch of baskets of laundry filled with clothes that I need to wash, things like that, it just drives me nuts. For me, the one thing that must be done is my home must be clean, like especially the kitchen and the bathrooms. If I come in my home and the kitchen's in disarray, the bathrooms are not put together, it just really just drives me nuts. It really, really does. It makes me feel a little angst. It makes me feel a little bit just overwhelmed. It really, really does. So I find that when I have a clean kitchen and I start my day with a clean kitchen, it sort of brings a little bit of calmness and a little bit of order to my schedule. So find out what that one thing is that really just drives you crazy in a sense and just brings so much overwhelm, and figure that out and come up with a plan for you to tackle it. Number 6 is learn to say no. Yes, you heard me. Learn to say no. This is something that I've had to adopt in my life. And I must say that I'm doing a pretty good job at it, I might say, because I was the person that never wanted to disappoint. I was a person that always wanted to deliver and give 120%. But what I found was if I said yes to everybody at all times, I really wasn't giving them 120%. I was giving them only part of Ty. And so now I evaluate what's important. I evaluate my priorities. And if it does not really match with what is important to me right now at that time, then I have to kindly say, no, not at this time. It doesn't mean no always. It just means sometimes maybe now is not a good time. Can we revisit this in another month? You know, and so learning just to say no will help you so much be able to gain some type of control and not feel so overwhelmed. And number 7, which is probably one of my most favorite, is to make sure that you take time to cultivate whatever gifts you have or talents. This is so important. All of us have that one thing that sort of makes our eyes sparkle or makes our eyes light up, or a hobby that we thoroughly enjoy. But sometimes because life's just gotten so busy with schedules and taking care of family and going from this place to that place, that we sort of lose sight on what some of our joys are, what are some of the things that we enjoy doing. Find out whatever that is and start to cultivate that. Start to take some classes. So for an example, I have a younger sister who is amazing at scrapbooking. She's amazing at making like party favors and party banners and things like that. And she sort of lost focus or kind of got off a little bit off track when she started to have children, because she has small children as well. And life just got busy. But she found that that was her joy of scrapbooking and making invitations and things like that. So she had to find time in her schedule, time in her day where she can incorporate some of the things that she enjoyed doing. And now she started an entire business over on Etsy called Grace Giggles and Glue. You all, it is amazing. If you have time, check it out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. She is doing amazing. She has had this Etsy shop, I would probably say, going on maybe a year, and she's had large sales. I mean, she's making good money, but the best part about it is she is doing something that she absolutely loves to do, and she enjoys it. Well, guys, those are just some of my 7 tips on how you can overcome or balance, I would say, feeling overwhelmed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share with myself as well as the rest of the His and Her Money community what are some tips that you incorporate in your life in order to bring a little bit of balance to your busy life. We want to learn from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com. And until next time, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.